Hey, what's going on everyone? JSTCG here, coming at you with a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile for the brand new October format going into effect next week, October 3rd. I mentioned it in the ban list discussion video that I posted yesterday after the ban list dropped. I think Drytron's gonna be an awesome deck. It's almost at full power. We are missing Eva, but we have 3 Ben 10 now, which is awesome. I haven't actually really touched Drytron in a minute. I played it when it first came out. I thought full power Drytron was awesome. I played that and Dragon Link. Dragon Link is pretty much dead now. It's really unfortunate to see. I think when the Beasted cards come out, or Beasted cards, then I think Dragon Link will have a new fun build. But for right now, we're going into the brand new format, and Drytron looks really fun to me. I also still plan on updating my Sprite deck. We lost Ronin. We're gonna have to be a little more conservative with our totally awesome play, and we have to figure out a new way to go about that, but that's for another video. Today is all about Drytron. 3 Ben 10, shouldn't have to really even go through the deck profile, but I think this is a really powerful going second deck. Ben 10 at 3 really helps with the consistency. Just keep recycling Ben 10s, gaining advantage that way. I'll say right now the side deck's a little janky, gotta do some work on it and see how the format shapes up, but it's basically just a pile of good cards that you don't mind seeing, so we'll get to that. And as the format goes on, I'd like to progress with this deck and show you, how the build changes in the next couple of weeks, couple of months. So without any further ado, let's jump into Drytron for the new October format. Alright, so pretty standard on the names here. 3 Alpha, of course 3 Zeta, then I play 3 Gamma and double Delta. You can change the last 2 up. Some people just play 3 of everything. People say Delta is like the worst one. You want to see a Drytron name, it doesn't matter, but I think this ratio is fine. This is what I've been playing forever and it's never let me down, but you definitely do want to see a Drytron name, 2 names even, something to get going, a name and a ritual monster. Then ritual monsters, there she is in all her glory. We're rocking the secret rares. I don't have the lost arts, but 3 Ben 10, fantastic. Yes, I still play the 1 Edatin. I think this card's good. You can cut it if you want. I believe I'm at a 41 card list, so yeah, I'm still gonna play Edatin though. And Natasha. Natasha wins games. I love her so much. That's our Cyber Angel rituals, and then of course we have the 1 Draco Nids here. Cool boss monster for the deck. He's just a beefy boy, 4,000 attack. Newest addition to the deck, thanks to the Megatons actually. I didn't have this card. At first I wasn't going to play it, but the more I thought about it, the more I think it's worth it. Basically, to get to the trap card, we have the Magic Key. What is this guy's name? Mech Musket Battle Buster. I honestly just added him in yesterday. He's a machine too, which is pretty cool, but basically we're going to use him to get to the trap card, which protects us from Dark Ruler no more. And we need our monsters on the field to keep their effects, so I think it's worth playing. You can cut it if you want, but I'm going to be going into this new format with it. And then our 3 light fairies here. We have, of course, the Herald, the Vanity's Ruler, and then a Herald of Orange Light. So yes, I think one of each is fine. Kind of want to up Herald to 2, but I don't think you need to. If we had Eva, that would be a whole different story, but for right now, 1 is fine. And Vanity's Ruler wins games. This card's nuts, searchable, easy to bring out, so yeah, that's it for the monsters. No hand traps or anything like that. Let's jump into the spells. Alright, so moving into the spells, we have, of course, Triple Emergency, helps you get to a Drytron, double Nova, then we have double Fafnir, and the 1 Meteonis. Then we move into our power spells, the best one being Forbidden Droplet, Megaton Reprint for the win. Yeah, this card's awesome. It's really good in this deck. Great going second card, and so is Dark Ruler no more. So yeah, I play the unlocking to protect me from Dark Ruler no more, but I love to play the card myself. So I still think this is a great card. I mean, Sprite and Tier are still going to be running around all over. I feel like people will start playing more hand traps this format. Before this most recent list, there was a lot of board breakers, a few hand traps kind of near the end, but I feel like if you open multiple hand traps, it's good. But with some of these decks that are out there right now, one hand trap is just not going to cut it. I'd rather have a Dark Ruler or something like that in my hand. But yeah, I still think Dark Ruler is going to be a great card to have in the main deck. We'll see if that changes at all as the format shapes up, but I think it's going to put in work, especially right now. Then we have double pre-prep, and for the 1-ofs we have, of course, Terraforming, Called by the Grave, and A Foolish Burial. And you guys probably saw it off to the side, but we have the one Magic Key unlocking. So yeah, that's it for the main deck. It's 41 cards. Let's move on to the extra deck. So starting off with our Exceeds, of course we have the Mu Beta Fafnir. 2 copies, very standard. Don't really need more than that. Then we have the one Lyrilisk. After that, one Beatrice. Oh, sorry about that glare. And then we have Downard and Zeus. After that, we have the one Entis and the one Herald of Arclight for Diviner. And then moving on to the links, one Link Karibo, one Herald of Mirage Lights, IP, Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn, and then we have the Appaloosa and Boral Sword. So overall, a very standard Drytron extra deck, but it works. You go into all of these cards, and in a separate video I'll do some combos and test stands or something, and we'll see exactly what this deck can do. Online and at locals last week, it's been working out. I just literally threw in the third Ben 10 and the Magic Key stuff, so still gotta do some more testing with that, but adding Ben 10 was a no-brainer, and I like the Magic Key trap card quite a bit. Now let's jump into the side deck. Alright, it is a 14 card side deck because all I did was remove Red Reboot and I don't know what to put in. So there's that. Hey, now that a pointer is at 1 though, maybe I'll just throw in the random one of a pointer. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I also really want to add in Ultimate Slayers and see how that works in this deck. I know some people play it, they side it. I think that seems like a pretty good idea, but I have to get some more Ultimate Slayers. I have 1 copy. I could just throw it in here, but we need to play like the Live Twin stuff as well if I'm gonna play Ultimate Slayers. So that'll be something maybe if I can get a hold of a few more copies. Starting off, monsters. We have 3 Lava Golem. Love this card. This card's nuts. And of course we have the one Lancia. Good against Flu. Just nice to have the 1 copy in here for Drytrons. Also something to note is Scythe is still a card. So you could play Scythe, you could play Dagda. That's another way to build Drytron if you want to go that route. You can play Mystic Mine in this deck. I was testing Mystic Mine. I took it out to try the Magic Key stuff. Mystic Mine wins games. I mean, we all know. And now that the ban list came out and they still haven't hit mine, feel free to play it. I said on Twitter, I said I'm playing Mystic Mine and Drytron, testing it out. As of right now, I'm playing it, and you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. So you can't play Mystic Mine in here if you want. I decided not to go the whole Scythe Mystic Mine route. I mean, I don't want to be that guy, so here we are. After that, we have 3 Lightning Storm, another really good going second card, and back row hate card. Speaking of back row hate, we have Twin Twisters and 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. Red Reboot's gone. You might see more trap decks. And then lastly, 3-Dimensional Barrier. Really insane card. Any fusion-based deck, if you're going up against some sort of maybe Despia build, branded Tier Limit, something like that. A Hero Lives is at 3, so you might be seeing some builds playing DPE. But yeah, that's it. 14 card side deck. So there you guys have it. That is my Drytron deck for the new October 2022 format. It's really, I'm sure we'll be doing some updates. This is really one of the decks I want to start the new format with and just see how well it does. I truly think this is a sleeper deck for the format. I think you can pick it up for pretty cheap too. You might already have some of the Drytron stuff. If you're one of the players that kind of set it off to the side and you haven't touched it in a couple months, I consider picking it back up again, adding in that third Ben 10. I think you'll win some games. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this in some top cuts. Once this deck gets going, its boards are pretty nutty, and I mean, you have the recyclability and consistency with Ben 10, you have all the search cards, and on top of that, you can play Mystic Mine, you can play Scythe. So yeah, I'm kind of excited going into this new format. We'll see how everything shapes up. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more. Stay tuned for more Yu-Gi-Oh news, deck profiles, openings, anything about Yu-Gi-Oh I like to talk about and make videos on. And let me know, what decks do you plan on testing and trying out this format? I kind of decided I'm going to be focusing on like 3 decks. And that of course is Drytron's. Still working on a new Sprite build. I think I might go the Runic route. And then the third deck, I feel like it's Sky Striker. They got some new support coming out in Magnificent Mavens, and I'm excited for that. And I kind of want to revisit the deck again before that set drops. But I hope you all take care, have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out and have a good one.